spinning. And of course, I could focus on the win rate one and get an 80% win rate. But what's going to happen? If I want to have a high win rate, I've got to be very selective. That opportunity doesn't come so often. So my trade frequency gets really low. That plate might crash. So I've got to spin the trade frequency a bit more. So then if I want to trade a little bit more often, well, my win rate naturally has to come down, and you balance them. So getting into that analogy, if you guys could explain to me, what are your numbers? What do you aim for in terms of your average trade if it reaches your destination that you wanted? What is the average risk reward? What is the average win rate you want to have? Trade frequency, trade duration, all of your controllables that come to mind. Where do you like to keep them within your strategy?
Sure. So when I started, especially when I started showing my trades live, right, I knew my win rate, I knew my risk to reward rate, and my win rate is about 57%, right, with my risk to reward being about a 2R multiple. When you're live streaming,
is that 2R in this, because you're taking partials along the way? So is it
2R is going to be the whole trade? No, the 2R is going to be the whole trade. On average, the whole trade, the way I'm going to take that, right, is going to be on average over 1,000 trades. It'll be 2R, but some trades will be like a 3R, some trades will be like a 4R, but then overall, some trades might even be like a 1.5. But overall, I've noticed with my data, it's about 2R. It's about 2R. But the problem is when you have a 57% win rate and you're live streaming, people don't like that, because it's like, why don't you have 100%? You said you were a profitable trader. Well, that's not how trading works, right? So the way I like to explain how the win rate especially is, let's say you have dice, right, and you have 1 out of 6, right? For dice, let's say you want to roll the number 3. Out of 10 rolls, out of 60 rolls, how many times should you roll the number 3? 1 out of 6, right? So 10 times out of 60 rolls, right? But the problem is you're not going to do that. There's no way that you're going to get that 10 off on that 60 specifically. It's not it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. You need to have 1,000 sample size. So the more the sample size goes up, the more the probability of the trade that you have goes up, right? So the thing with me is, like, sometimes I'll lose 6 trades in a row. Okay, but then sometimes I'll win 6 trades in a row, right? But I know over a long period of time, that's going to be my win rate. My win rate is going to be around that 50 to 60% win rate.
So I'm not that guy that is going to sell out and throw promotions at you, throw this link, that link. You've never seen it from me. But TradeZeller is a little bit different. This is a journaling software that I've been using myself for about a year now. And you've seen it on my YouTube videos many, many times, going back months and months. And because I'm friends with the founder, Umar, he's actually given me an exclusive offer to pass on a discount to you guys, because I told him that it's a valuable gift I want to give to my audience. As a trader, it's very simple. You have to find an edge, and then you have to have a mind so you can follow that edge. But how do you know if you're performing correctly or not? You have to know your data, and TradeZeller is going to show you everything that you need beyond the surface level win rates and performance and equity curve. It's going to show you detailed reports. It's going to be your back testing tool, strategy testing tool, playbooks, notes, and it's going to be a full journal. It makes your journaling easier, faster, and more meaningful. Whereas if you were just documenting it on an Excel spreadsheet or taking screenshots on your iPhone, you wouldn't be able to pull out the data that you need, the correlations that the AI within TradeZeller is pulling out for you. There's so much variety and utility within the software that I think it's essential for any trader. So the link somewhere below is going to take you directly to the TradeZeller website. I'm not getting paid. This is for you. If you want it, if you like it, go ahead and explore it, and probably you'll be using it for years to come. So on that topic, I like this, because a lot of people, they get stuck on small sample size, and they're like, okay, I've taken 4 losses in a row. I need to switch it up. I need a new strategy. I need a new plan. Something's not working. When they maybe just reflect and say, that was part of the plan. That's the factored in losses we have. And as you just said, let's say I'm supposed to take 10 losses on a 20 trade sample size. Those 10 losses are not going to be conveniently win, loss, win, loss. It might be 10 losses up front and then 10 wins. It could be. It's not likely, but it could be. And people don't let the probabilities play out, where we just know if it's a valid loss and it's part of the plan, and it might be just a losing period, that's okay. And we've got to stick to it, and people start to switch it up. I just wanted to chime in there. And then the win rates is, I think you guys have gathered, it's not a how good you are as a trader. It's not a performance thing. It's like the better trader is not the better win rate. It's a selective thing. It's not a performance thing. It's where you keep it. Yeah.
One thing I would just say about the win rate as well is how you said a better win rate doesn't mean you're a better trader. Is I feel like on social media a lot of traders are going to flex the win rate. I've been green for 3 weeks in a row. I've been, I haven't taken a losing trade in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. But it's like, at the end of the day, the people that actually know how to trade, it's like, okay, sure, but what's your risk reward on those trades?
It's that plate thing. It's like, there's always a trade-off.
Exactly.
So if I have a really high win rate, then my trade frequency is low. So if I want to bring up my trade frequency, I've got to trade a lot of things. So now I need to be trading 20 currency pairs. Okay, that's a problem maybe. And there's always that equilibrium and sweet spot. What I'm noticing though is because your win rate is around just above 50 and your risk reward is 1 to 2, you have a very fragile profit.
Exactly.
You could be having a quite negative period for a while, and you just got to let your probability play out. Why have you not decided to shift your risk reward slightly up to give you the breathing room for a 57% win rate?
Yeah. So because like I said, it's on average it's going to be a 2R multiple, right? But then like I said when I talked about the actual position sizing as well, right? So position sizing plays a big role, especially when you're trading option contracts. So when we're in trending markets,